everybody, Philosophia is back, and today I would like to talk about an issue that I'm very passionate about. Some movies that are unavailable on Blu-ray, and with people saying the physical media dying, streaming is kicking in and taking physical media's place, I am getting more and more worried that these movies maybe never gonna get a Blu-ray release, which is going to be really sad. I hope this is not the case, but these are the movies that I'm worried about. So first I want to start with a couple of movies that I actually don't own on DVD. I would like to, but I just haven't had the chance to find them. The Juror. It's a 1996 movie with Demi Moore, and I remember seeing it many times on cable TV, and I really enjoyed it. It's an intense courtroom drama. As I remember, I have not seen it in years. I would love to see a Blu-ray release. If I don't even know if it's available on DVD, honestly. Let me know if you have this movie in your collection. Another movie that's very interesting that it never got a Blu-ray release, it's Idiocracy. Now, Idiocracy is a dark satire, a black comedy about the future, when everything is bigger and controlled by government, and the world is just turning into a big mess, a pile of trash, and everybody's turning, kind of the whole evolution of the people, they're just turning stupider and stupider. And this guy who's played by Luke Wilson gets hibernated and gets into the future, and he becomes the smartest guy. So it's a really funny movie, but maybe it's not as funny anymore wherever we are heading, who knows. And I know that around the release of that movie there were some issues. It did not do very well in theaters, but in cinema movie collectors, this movie is a gem. My movie trading place had it on their website that they have it on DVD, and boom, it's gone. By the time I went there, it's gone. So I don't know if they try to make us forget about this movie. I hope not. I really hope that the time will come when we'll see a great Idiocracy release. Also, my problem with these releases that we get of older movies, catalog titles on Blu-ray, that it's just skin and bones, there's nothing extra, they don't make it extra special. Otherwise, even if it's a very classic movie like Dirty Dancing, okay, they put the effort in it. But if it's kind of like a movie that underrated, they don't put the effort in it. And another movie is that I would like to see on Blu-ray is The Time Machine from 2002. It's a really cool time travel movie, I think. Also, it has depiction of future, what could happen in the future with our civilization. I like those type of movies, so I would love to see a Blu-ray release of that. And Three Men and a Baby, Three Men and a Little Lady, they are essential part of my childhood, watching those movies. I don't understand why they don't have a Blu-ray release yet, so this generation would be able to know about those great movies. Now I have an exception here. My first movie, and I made this list a while ago when this movie was not available, and it is a Bruce Willis movie, The Kid. And I just saw it on Blu-ray.com that this one is getting a Blu-ray release, and it is gonna be a Disney Movie Club exclusive. You know, those Blu-rays that has the yellow frame, and you can only buy it through Disney Movie Club if you are a member. I'm not a member, but actually looking at that Blu-ray release, and I looked at the special features, I don't think there's anything on it. On this, it's in Hungarian language, so you're not gonna be able to read it, but here are the special features, and there is quite a while, like there is how the kid made audio commentary about John Turtletop. Yeah, so there are multiple special features, and I just like how movies used to have nice insights. They put more effort into their releases. So, and I still cherish this movie. I watched it maybe a couple years ago, and the quality was okay. So I don't think I will sign up for Disney Movie Club just for this. But again, another example of lousy Blu-ray transfers, and I don't think they rescanned the movie or anything. So I suspect that even though it's a Blu-ray, it's just probably an upscale from the original scan or something like that. They did not put any effort in it clearly, so that's the exception. All the other ones, to my knowledge, they did not get a Blu-ray release in the US for sure. Maybe they get one international. I don't know about those. I'm focusing on the Blu-ray. First, I would like to start some Michelle Pfeiffer movies. There are more Michelle Pfeiffer movies that are not released on Blu-ray, but I'm focusing on the titles that I think they truly deserving an Blu-ray upgrade. And please include audio commentary. Why don't they make new audio commentary for catalog titles? That's my big question. I would love to hear Michelle Pfeiffer's audio commentary on any of these movies or any of her movies anyways, because I don't think she did any of them. So that would be something that I would truly enjoy. First movie, and this is not in any order. I didn't put it in order. I just picked them off of my shelf based on my list. This is What Lies Beneath. This is the Hungarian version, and as I said, I really like these editions. I'm not sure how the American versions were, but this had insides with the scene selection. I just like this type of editions with the clear case. And when I grew up in Hungary, they had these holographic stickers on them too, so these were really cool. They were actually not on the plastic, they were inside on the artwork, so I always like these little details. That's why sometimes it's hard to switch to Blu-ray when you have a nicer edition of a DVD that it's nicer looking, nicer feeling, because when you touch this is solid, it's nice, and you get a flimsy Blu-ray with no extras and possibly just an upscaled transfer. So I really don't like this direction. That's why I support Criterion Collection and other companies who take the effort to bring back those movies that we've forgotten, and they put the effort in it to make the best out of it. So let's see. I try not to talk too much about each and every one of these because that's gonna be long. Another very good Michelle Pfeiffer movie is White Oleander. It's a great drama, and look at that's why I like Snapper Case. Nice. It's a forgotten movie again. Alison Lohman, I think before this she wasn't so famous. It's a really great drama about motherhood and narcissistic mom Michelle Pfeiffer plays, and a girl who's going from foster home to foster home, from group home. So if you're interested in any of those, check this out. Frankie and Johnny, a classic. Al Pacino, Michelle Pfeiffer. How come this one did not get a release? just baffling. Also, the same goes for Dangerous Minds. Coolio, Gangsta's Paradise, iconic song, came from this movie. How come never got a release? Again, cool Hungarian version with the holographic sticker. The inside isn't as impressive. Maybe something in the, yeah, there is a scene in here, but still very cool. One of my favorite movies and very dear to my heart is An American Rhapsody. It was really hard to find this movie. I had to hunt it down on eBay. So this one definitely deserves a a Blu-ray release, because the DVD is kind of obsolete. It's a Paramount DVD. I should say who. So Paramount is still not owned by anybody else. They could totally bring this back to life. The other ones, this one was 20th Century Fox, so I am not sure Disney, what Disney is gonna do. This one is Warner Brothers, could be, and another Paramount Pictures, and yes, this one is a Hollywood Pictures, which is Disney's label. So again, we'll see. Hopefully, I don't see many catalog titles from Disney getting re-released, unfortunately. One of my most mind-boggling DVD that never got a Blu-ray release. There has been some rumors that a 4K release was coming in the past and it never came. I'm not sure what's going on with this. Please enlighten me if you know what's going on with one of my favorite thrillers and one of my favorite movies, I think. Panic Room. What is going on? Cool lenticular holographic sticker here from Hungary. They really put an effort in it. Beautiful inside. I love this movie. I love the suspense in it. Jodie Foster is great. What happened to this masterpiece? I know it's a popcorn movie, but that's really dear to my heart. Another forgotten movie. I don't know. I don't see anybody talking about this. I don't see this DVD at any used movie stores even, so I'm not sure what happened to this movie. Enough. I think this movie could go really well with Sleeping with the Enemy and Safe Haven. They could even do a triple pack if they just don't want to release it by itself, because I think the escaping from abuse is a connecting point in these three movies. So if you like any of those movies, I recommend you check out the other two. Jennifer Lopez in it. I actually read the book version of this back in Hungary, so it was kind of exciting to read it. Another classic comedy. What About Bob? What about Bob? What about it? Why? Again, I know why. And again, I forgot to tell you guys, these both were Columbia TriStar release, at least in Hungary. That's what it shows. And this one is, you guessed it right, it's Disney Touchstone Pictures. So I really do hope it's not gonna be one of those Disney Movie Club exclusives, although I only think they do that with the actual Disney titles. So Touchstone, how much I miss Touchstone. That was a good company. Anything they put out was quality. You could get excited about it. Yeah. And another Disney, now this one might pop up on Disney Movie Club, but again, I am not impressed. just by looking at the Disney Movie Club exclusives online and looking at the reviews. Please, if you own any of those stripped down Disney Movie Club Blu-rays, let me know about the quality, about extras, because I don't think there are many. They are just a very, very simple version. One movie that totally forgotten is Heidi. I think it is a Disney movie. I am not sure, because if I look it up on other I think it was a part of the Wonderful World of Disney or something like this. I adore this movie. This is a big part of my childhood. Again, nostalgia. Every year this movie was on around Easter, and this is like a 4-part or 2-part series, either 4 or 2. Sometimes they broke it up into 4, sometimes they played it in 4. Adorable classic story. And another Disney one. Surprising, right? Flubber. Now again, this is so unbelievable that Flubber did not get even a Disney Movie Club exclusive Blu-ray yet. I have nothing else, nothing more to say. Flubber needs a Blu-ray release. And another Robin Williams Disney Hollywood Pictures is Disney's label. Jack, forgotten, beautiful movie. I think this should be played. This should be played in schools, and it's beautiful about being a human condition, and bullying, and just accepting who you are. It's a beautiful movie. I love it. And next one is, to my knowledge, this is not available in Blu-ray. It's Wicker Park. Very cool thriller with a great Coldplay song, The Scientist. That's an amazing song that's in this movie. Awesome. I think it's one of those obsession thrillers. I love that category, subgenre. And again, what's the beef with Robin Williams that they don't release his movies? Disney got Robin Williams into a lot of movies, and then they don't release it. The Bicentennial Man. I love this movie. Again, these movies are very dear to my heart, all of them. That's why I picked them. Touchstone Pictures again. This movie easily could be under the Disney label as well. Robin Williams is just one of my favorites. I could watch him literally play anything, and just his facial expressions and the way he delivers his lines makes a movie. And I love sci-fi, and Robin Williams is a robot, and that's a robot with a big soul. And here comes a movie that I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, because I don't even think this got a release in DVD in the US. This is Passion of Mind movie, starring Demi Moore. This movie is really, really amazing. If you have a chance to watch it, please do so. It's about Demi Moore. Her character's name, I don't think it says. Mary. When she goes to sleep, she wakes up in another life, and then she lives a double life. In one life she has a family, and in another life she's successful. In one she's a widow, and in another one she lives in New York, and a successful New York single woman, I think, or something like that. So very contrast between the two lifestyles, and she doesn't know which one is real. She has a psychologist in both life, and of course the psychologist both life think that the actual life that she's in is real. So it's a very interesting concept, very interesting movie. Underrated, underappreciated, and I think people don't know about this. Alright, we are getting to the bottom of it. One of my favorite young not kids movie but young adult movies, City of Ember. I don't like this cover art at all. I think it's really janky and cheesy and I don't like it. If you look up this movie on IMDb, the poster art is actually really nice and just minimalistic. I like that. This I don't. Too busy, it just seems too generic. And Bill Murray is in this too, actually. This movie is takes place in an under the ground world when there's no sunlight. So and it's an adventure movie, kind of dystopian adventure movie for young adults. I really like it. I think the novel became really popular also. Why no release? And as I say, I don't like when they don't put much effort. It just seems like somebody who just learned how to use Photoshop. I'm sorry, I don't mean to insult, but just like pasted everything all together and bam, here you go. And the two last titles, both are M. Night Shyamalan titles. And oh, sorry, I forgot to say this is 20th Century Fox, so who knows what Disney's gonna do. And this one, Passion of Mind. Oops. Uh-oh. Passion of Mind is, what is it? I'm not sure actually. Has this symbol on and that one. I hardly can read it. Lakeshore Entertainment and Buena Vista International. I think it's not Disney, otherwise just in international territories Buena Vista was in charge of it. And Paramount Classics. Interesting. So go back to M. Night Shyamalan. I'm sorry about that. One is of course Disney Touchstone Pictures, and that's The Village. This movie gets hot and cold. I am on the side that I really enjoy this movie, especially the twist at the end. It kept me, when I first saw it, I saw it in the theaters, and wow, it really pulled me in, and at the end I was like, that's something. That's why I like M. Night Shyamalan, and that's why I always got excited when a new movie came in with his name, because it just got you at the end, and it had some deeper philosophical meanings within the movie. So I don't understand. Again, it seems like that to me that Disney is not doing a good job on the catalog titles at all, and Disney checked out of physical media, as I've heard, so that really breaks my heart. And the last DVD that I have is Lady in the Water. This one is okay. Warner Brothers. This was the very first movie that I saw it in a theater in the US. One time when this movie came out, I came to the US for a visit. I visited a friend, and we went to the movie theater and watched this movie. And honestly, I didn't understand much of it because of the language. English was just too fast for me at that time to understand it, but the visuals captivated me, and still after rewatches, it's a pretty cool movie. It's one of the weaker movies of M. Night Shyamalan, but I still like it, and the atmosphere really gets me. So these are my DVDs that I really would like to have a Blu-ray release. tell me, how about you? What DVDs you have in the collection that you would like to upgrade but you can't because they didn't put it out? Also, there are a couple Blu-rays that need re-releases because they are impossible to find, and I don't know, was it really released on Blu-ray or is just some fluke that when I'm looking for on the internet, it seems like that they were, but I can never really find these Blu-rays. One is The Core, very cheesy and hard to imply type of disaster movie. I don't really the implication of the core of the earth stops going around, so then gravity, something about the magnetic shield and all kind of stuff. It's not as scientific in a sense, of not as plausible, I think that's the word I'm looking for, but for me it's extremely entertaining, at least what I can remember. I haven't seen that movie forever because I don't have the DVD. I wish I would. I always find it on full screen on like Goodwill and pawn shops, never find it on widescreen, and it's just the Blu-ray is obsolete. Another one is The Ring, classic Gore Verbinski's Japanese horror remake. Why is not widely available on Blu-ray? It's beyond me. That's one of those classic horrors that should be. Also, Single White Female. Single White Female is one of my very first thrillers that I can remember I watched, and I really enjoyed it. And actually, I have another Blu-ray. Here is it. Forgot to pull it out. I just remembered. Where is it? 1 second. I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. That was very impromptu. I think this is one that has a international Blu-ray release and had a US Blu-ray release, and I just can't find it, so I didn't include it with the DVDs, but I wanted to pull it out for you because I do own it, and it is The Piano. Very touching period drama with Harvey Keitel and Holly Hunter and Anna Paquin, and she did get the best supporting actress Oscars for this movie in 1994, and she was playing a little girl. She was very young. This movie put her on the picture, I think, literally and figuratively speaking as well. So that's all for now. Please let me know what you think of these movies and what are your choices again. And until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.